you can see how balding I really am.
I know a lot of people, and I didn't want people to be shocked when I do it, so I've gradually done it.
Been using a number 6 guard for several years now, and people are like really surprised when they see this because they're like, Michael, I didn't think you would ever go bald. Going to a number 3 guard, and in my opinion, I'm looking practically bald as it is. We'll see how we go from here. I've had my hair cut now with a number 3 guard for about 3 weeks, and nobody has said anything about it. And now going down to a 2. So here is the number 2. It's very, very short. You can see how thin my hair really is. So far, so good.
I did not assume it was going to happen. One of the guys who used to cut my hair, he said, Michael, you're not going to go bald. It just gradually over time, it got thinner and thinner. The reason that I decided to do this is my wife had taken a picture and I've got my head tilted and I could see this top that I don't normally see. Pictures, they always say, don't lie. So so when I saw that picture, I was like, that's how I really look. So I saw that top and I thought, oh my goodness, that is really thin. It's really time to start doing something. What can I do? I've seen the videos where guys have done the hair transplants. They've gone through all these things. I've had hair for 60 years. I can live the next 60 without it. I used to color my hair. Just for Men was my buddy. And at 50, I said, I'm not going to color my hair anymore. I didn't want to be that man. And now it's 60 and it's time to let go because it's letting go of me. It's time for me to let go of it. So I'm not worried about that, but I am worried about the reactions. And I think I'm going to hear things like, what in the world have you done? You know, why did you do that? You look so much better with hair. It's never easy. I know it's not easy when these young guys, and I know that I see these videos, it's not easy for them to lose your hair. It doesn't matter the age, your hair is still going, and that's never a good thing when you realize that's happening. I'm just so ready to do it.
So I've gotten as far as the 2, and now I'm going to the 0 to buzz all this off, and then I'm going to get closer. Wow, I guess it's short. So even though I have gone down to a 2, there's still a lot of hair coming off. I didn't really expect that much hair to come off. So I've got it down to the 0 guard, and I'm going to use this shave cream and see how slick I can get it. First time doing it, so I don't have any idea, but I've got it on, and we'll see how it goes from there. So here is the finished product. I'm not sure how I really feel about it. You know, that's gonna take time, and I can always let it go out back to the 1 or a 2 if I want to. And right now I'm gonna go get cleaned up and see how I like it. And happy birthday to me.
Initially, it was a little shocking, you know. I've had hair all my life. I think now this is less hair than even I was born with. It took a little getting used to. I am used to it now, and I really like it. I've gotten some negative comments. I've gotten some positive, and I've gotten some where people just don't say anything, you know.
Yeah.
Since I've done it, I don't like the stubble. I've maybe missed 3 days in those 2 weeks of not shaving. I've shaved every single day. I've just been using the battery operated shaver, and that's been good. It feels good when I first do it. And, you know, by the end of the day, you've got that 4 o'clock shadow. I found that when I'm taking my shirt off, it gets stuck. It's like Velcro.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah.
As far as the actual bald head,
Yeah.
it's taken me a little bit at first. I mean, I thought it looked good because I thought, well, I've got a pretty nice shaped head. I wasn't sure how, that was going to be, and I think it looks okay. So I liked it. I just wasn't sure about it, and I was a little bit shy about going out in public when I first did it. I saw a lot of people. I had people say it looks really good. So I've gotten some good comments, and that makes me feel better about it. But with the 2 weeks that have gone by, I've really gotten used to it, and I really like it. It's still maintenance, but I don't worry about climbing out of bed with messed up hair and having to, I always had that where I wouldn't want to go out of the house until I had my hair fixed. I don't worry about that now because there's none to fix. And that's that's kind of a good feeling. And I was glad to get it over with. With me and maybe with most men, you get to the point where unless you're going to spend a lot of money for hair restoration, or if you're going to, which I don't want to, never wanted to do that. And there gets to a point where it gets thin and it's a noticeable thin. And I just didn't think it looked good. I thought, I've got to do something. So, what are my options? And shaving it was the option for me. And what helped me was I think the gradual approach is a good approach because then when you get to the complete bald look, it's not as shocking as it would be if I had had longer hair and buzzed it off. I will say that I did watch a lot of videos and yours. I watched just about everything you've done. So that helped a lot, because I saw these other guys who were experiencing the same things I was. I see so many, like at the gym that I go to, just all throughout. I see a lot of bald men, and I used to not see that when I was growing up. It was odd to see somebody who was completely shaven, but I see it so much now, and I thought this is the perfect time if you're going to go bald. This is the perfect time to do it because so many other people are already there, and it's like a style now instead of, oh, look at that poor man, he's bald. People don't think that way anymore. It's more of a style, and it's a good time now to be in if you're going to lose your hair and shave it. Now's a good time to do it because it's accepted. And it is a style. I just thought of this. I had two guys. I didn't tell a lot of people that I was going to shave my head, but I told a few people, and two of the guys I told were already bald and they already shaved their heads. Both of those guys told me not to do it.
Really?
Both of them. Yeah. And they both said, Michael, you've got plenty of hair. Don't do that. And that was their immediate response. I think, like you said, people, they don't notice it like you notice it because it's you. And although it was thin, people didn't pay that much attention. It was me, so they didn't pay much attention. I think it's kind of like if you have a blemish on your skin one day, you think everybody's looking at it. And you mention it to somebody, yeah, I've got this pimple. I didn't even notice that. They didn't pay any attention. You're the one who's paying it attention, because it's on you. And I think it's the same thing with the hair. People don't pay any attention. It's just who you are. And shaving your head, like you were saying a minute ago, when you walked out of the barbershop after you had your head shaved, it didn't change who you were. You were still the same man. I've had many hairstyles in my life, and this is just another one.